Congress classifies unidentified aerospace undersea phenomenon UFOs as not man-made. Now, I want to get into this topic. I normally don't talk about these type of topics, but I've been studying and researching a lot of this UFO stuff for forever since I was a kid. So I know a lot about this stuff. I normally don't get into this stuff. It's hard enough to get people to believe about how evil our government really is, and and so imagine trying to talk to people about UFOs. But I'm gonna get into this topic today because I think this is very important. But first, I want to start off by saying what I believe UFOs really are. I think UFOs, and I get this from the great Steve Quayle, who put a lot of information out about this stuff, and Chuck Missler is another one. Dr. Chuck Missler, rest in peace. He put out a lot of great research, a lot of great information on UFOs. So I believe UFOs they don't come from planets, millions of stars away. I think they're actually interdimensional. I believe UFOs are actually fallen angels. They talk about it a lot in the Bible. Genesis 6 specifically talks about these fallen angels. That's what I believe the UFOs really are. The Nephilim, which actually means to fall. These are the angels that fell down from heaven. I can get into this and really talk about this because, again, like I said, I've been studying this for, since I was a little kid, and came to that to the realization of what they really are. These are interdimensional entities, and I believe that God put these veils on us where we can't see these entities. And that's why when you take things like these certain type of drugs, you're able to pierce the veil and look into these different type of entities. But before I get into this article, share this out so we can get this information out here. I know this is not the typical news I normally talk about, but share this out and get this information out there because I believe it's important. Also, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. And check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. And there's also a link to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter now, so check that out. All right, let's talk about this news. Congress claims that not all unidentified flying objects, UFOs, are man-made in a new budget for U.S. clandestine services. In an addendum report to the Intelligence Authorization Act for fiscal year 2023, Congress noted, quote, temporary non-attributed objects or those that are positively identified as man-made after analysis will be passed to appropriate offices and should not be considered under the definition as unidentified aerospace undersea phenomenon. The budget also says that, quote, cross-domain transmedium threats to the United States of national security are expanding exponentially. According to the Pentagon's definition, quote, domain transmedium threats are able to move from water to air to space in unexplainable ways. This is wild. The Defense Department announced in July the opening of the domain anomaly resolution office, that's the AARO, to investigate these threats. The government's term for UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, is being reclassified as unidentified aerospace undersea phenomenon, along with the renamed office to investigate them, because we see a lot of them coming from the water as well as flying in the air. Well, politicians and government officials have previously been hesitant to claim that there are UFOs that are not man-made, but now they know. Now they put this stuff out there. They are not man-made. Congress admitted to the fact. Again, I believe they are fallen angels. That's and Chuck Missler posed a question. The question aren't where they're coming from. It's where they go when we don't see them. And I think that's a great question. And I think that's when they disappear. That's why they can seem to phase in and phase out. I think when they phase out, they go into that veil. They go into that part of the domain which we can't see. And the Bible speaks about these different domains, these different the different piercing into veils. Different types of heaven, You have first heaven, second heaven, all this other stuff, and then you got hell, which is a different domain. That's a different dimension. I think these are all different dimensions, and the Bible speaks about this a lot. And I think science is just now starting to catch up with the Bible. If you look into a lot of the stuff that these scientists are claiming, especially with CERN and things like that, with interdimensional stuff, they're just now catching up with what the Bible been saying for over for thousands of years now. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you want to hear more news, more stuff about these type of topics, because I'm very passionate about this. Maybe I'll start a whole different channel if people want to hear about this. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out demarcopublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.